just going to tell you a little bit about the bicolour angel, which is an absolutely striking little marine fish. It's quite a shy little fellow. He definitely wants plenty of caves and so forth to scoot in and out of. You often find when you put them into a new tank, you don't see them for a while because they'll be very shy. Then as they get used to the aquarium, they'll start to come out more, but never straying too far from the rocks. When diving, I usually see them in pairs, but putting them together in aquariums isn't always a good idea because quite often they'll fight. And if you do have one established, adding another one later is not a real good idea because they'll often fight and they will sometimes squabble with other dwarf angels. So in general, any dwarf angels you want, put them in at the same time, it's safer. Otherwise it can be an issue mixing them later. It's important to have live rock in the aquarium because they need to be able to pick off the live rock. They're often kept in coral reef tanks, but you will find certain species of large polyp corals they may pick at, so they're a little bit nippy. As with all angels, they do have the big spines on their gills, which is a feature of an angelfish. So you need to be very careful handling them because getting them caught in the net can obviously be quite stressful on them. Yeah, they're just a very beautiful fish from the Indo-Pacific. Not the easiest fish to keep. I definitely rate it as a number 2. Not everyone that I sell them to does well with them, even if their tank is running well. So not without its risk. But being such a strikingly spectacular species, it's definitely worth a try. Beautiful fish. Feed well on brine shrimp and spectrum, but not everyone will. If you get a good one that feeds well on spectrum, you can't go wrong. But I haven't found that every single one wants to eat. And because they're from the Indo-Pacific, getting the Australian ones are really quite important. Because if you do get the imported ones, then obviously it's significantly more risky than an Australian net caught one like this one. So asking for the Australian one is much better. Because obviously if a fish has come from overseas, it's had to go through quarantine, and the way that the fish was collected may be questionable. Lovely fish. I also find introducing these fish when your salinity is a bit low tends to help. Low salinity means less osmotic pressure, which means more energy for the immune system. And feeding it food high in garlic, such as Spectrum Thera A, is a really good idea to also just help reduce the chance of white spot. Beautiful fish.